So power is the expression of force quickly over a given distance. Okay? So force times speed divided by distance. And in sport, power is the coin of the realm. Okay? In any sport, even dragon boat, which has a lot of endurance, obviously. When you guys are starting out, dead stop, that ability to produce that force quickly gets the boat off the line. Okay? If you can't get off the line quickly, then you're trailing the whole race. So we're going to do some lower, and again, these have various difficulty. So choose ones that are appropriate for you. So for the first category, we've got line hops. So you just find a line somewhere, anywhere, here, doesn't matter. And you're gonna hop back and forth quickly as you can, okay? Just like that. And again, this is not conditioning. This is short, quick burst as fast as you can go, okay? Not make it a slog fest and see how, I can do 29 sets, whatever. Like, no. Like, do 2 or 3 sets, do it well, and be done. Okay? The idea is, believe it or not, we all have fast twitch muscle fibers in there somewhere. And they may have been dormant for a while, but our idea is to wake them up. So this is a way to do that. And if everybody likes to go to their favorite side, if you're doing several sets, start a set on the other side, so you can go both left and right, Shell? That's a great simple exercise. The next one, do we have a box, like a step box? Not the height would be ideal, actually. Okay, and all you're doing, these are box runs, is you're sprinting up and down on the box. Again, both the line hops and 10 seconds. That's your effort. Not 90 seconds, because then fatigue comes in, your form goes to crap, and it's no longer speed training, it's conditioning, or power training, it's conditioning. So I think you got the idea. I mean, Carolyn, see, that's kind of high because she almost has to jump up on the box, but a 3-inch box is fine. So a step with a riser, one riser, whatever. Doesn't have to be a high box.
So I think last year Carolyn did them on the curb.
That works.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah, that's what I showed.
Yeah.
Use a
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So that gives you an example of the height, okay? Because again, if you get tired, this is a fall hazard, okay? And we don't want anybody getting hurt. So half this height is great. So those are, kind of the low level ones. Again, don't take this as a judge. It is what it is. You are where you are. Do not overestimate your capabilities, because that's going to lead to issues. You're going to get hurt or what have you. So the next category, which this is actually a good box for, is box jumps. Okay, so just stand out here, Carolyn, and all you're doing is jumping up onto the box. Okay. There you go.
I really hate. Sorry.
There you go. So the point isn't to have, you see these outrageous YouTube videos of NFL players jumping up on 6-foot box. That's not the point, okay? The point is to jump up so that you actually can put the landing gear down, as opposed to some of these where you see the guys land and their butts are on their ankles. And when you think about how far they really displaced their body, it wasn't that far. It's really this extreme hip flexion they do in order to get up on the box, as opposed to just being able to jump up there. Step off the box. Don't jump off, okay? Just step off and repeat, okay? Again, 5 reps. The idea, it's a coordinated whole body exercise, okay? So that means your arms are a driver, okay? Like that. Next, I don't have anything
He
left.
has lots of stuff.
Yeah. So again, max effort, take a rest, a good rest, do another set, okay? It's not a metabolic beatdown. That's what your erg sessions are for. So that's not what we're trying to do. And then the other one in that category is, I'm a huge jump rope fan. I think everybody should know how to jump rope. If you don't have that skill set, if you want to learn it, then just start just by hopping with the rope next to you and then integrate it, right, Jan? Into, I mean, I think elementary school kids, I don't know if they do anymore, they should know how to jump rope. Everybody should know how to jump rope. That's my opinion. What's that? Yeah, yeah. Hallelujah. So those are the second category. And then the top category are skaters. So skaters are lateral, meaning side to side bound. So a bound is like in a triple jump. The second step is a bound. So you're just, yep, just like that. Yep. And start out with what we call a stick, which means when I land, can I control it? If I can't control it, I can't go to the repeat, the fast repeat one yet. I'm not ready because I can't control my landing. So you have to be able to stabilize before you go back the other way. Once you can do that, then you can go to that. And now the motion again with your arms, the arms are important for all this, is lateral, okay? Because that's helping me. Watch speed skaters. They're not skating like this, right? They got a vigorous arm action until they get into their glide phase, and then they tuck their one hand behind their back. But that other arm is driving, okay? So same idea. And then, yeah. So these are resisted long jumps. So a band anchored to whatever. And now you're just gonna take a jump, one jump out and then come back. There you go. Just step back, just come back to the start. Go ahead. Good. Good. So actually kids long jump all the time. You watch them. They don't jump up so much. Although the emphasis in so much training is on vertical jumping, kids tend to horizontal jump. It's much more now, they're jumping over creeks, jumping over rocks. Use your arms, okay? Don't jump like this. Coordinate and land. Again, use your hips to absorb the landing, okay? One of the things you can tell is what kind of sound are you making when you land, whether you're doing a box jump or a long jump. If you sound like a herd of elephants when you land, then you got to start working on shortening the distance and making your landing better. Okay, so those are the lower body. Now the upper body. Yep. So the first one is a med ball slam. So all you're doing is getting, preferably one of these slam balls like this that squishes on impact as opposed to getting a ball in your face. So if you don't have one of those, be aware of that, okay? So go ahead, just overhead and throw it like you're trying to put a hole in the floor, okay? Picture somebody on the floor that you don't like, okay? And then throw the ball like you're trying to smash their face. So, very simple, okay? Now, the second one is a variation on that, which is a diagonal. So, instead of going straight down, now you're gonna load it on the other side and throw it. There you go. And you just alternate. Yep. So those balls are great because they don't bounce. This is an occasion where you don't want a medicine ball that bounces for the aforementioned reasons. Okay, now the next one we're gonna do a medicine ball. So this ball is too heavy. I mean, I use 3 to 5 pound balls with people, and this is 10, I believe. Because the idea is to explode, to be fast, not see how heavy a ball you can throw. So this is, if you had a wall, you could use a different type of ball, or even this ball. So if I was just like that, bam, okay? And I would repeat it, catch it, repeat, okay? Or I could have a partner, and you could make it a partner drill. But the same idea, whole body, like that.
And how far away from the wall are you? I
It
mean,
depends. It depends. I'll tell you, the truth is, how good are your catching skills? And that may seem ridiculous, but a lot of people can't catch, okay? And if you can't catch, then be far enough away that the ball will hit the floor and then you pick it up, okay? And again, be honest with yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna have a visit to your dentist. No, your orthodontist probably. So you're just, there you go. Just like that, okay? So gauge your distance. If you're using a wall, gauge your distance that you're safe. So that's the med ball. And then the next version is harder because we're not using our whole body. You're taking your legs largely out of the equation. But it's the same. You can do it again in front of a wall. Just like that. Okay? Again, bam, fast, hard. The arc of the ball should not be parabolic. Okay? It's a line drive. So no higher than shoulder height, really. Boom, like that, not like that. Okay?
And then Bruce, the 2 different columns are just to give you variety.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yep. Or you could alternate them from workout to workout.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, whatever. And you can mix and match. There's no, I mean, I'm not denigrating line hops are fine. You could do them one workout and do box jumps another or whatever. I mean, this just gives you an inventory of exercises that you can use and some variety. Okay, so then the last one is a side toss. So turn more sideways. There you go. And now, just like, for those of you who play racket sports, okay? So load this backside and then throw it, okay? So this back hip should be facing the target when I'm done, okay? If it's here, in golf, that would be a shank, okay? That would be not a good shot. So it's the same, bam, like this. And if you're not consciously rotating this rear foot, it's a reaction to the fact that I got my hips through, and to complete the rotation, I've got to get up on that toe. But it's not kind of like, in baseball they call it squishing the bug, no, that's not. It's a reaction to the fact that I got through the ball, and in order to complete the rotation, my hip has to go through like that. Obviously, again, both sides. So any of these unilateral drills, both sides. Then the same thing on your knees. So again, because we took our lower body largely out of the equation, now it's harder, okay? Because we can't quite get our hips as far through. So you really have to be strong through your core. And what you want to try to avoid is what we call swaying and sliding. So in any kind of rotational activity, if you're doing this, you want to think as if there's a cylinder. You're standing in a cylinder, and my shoulders don't go outside the perimeter of that cylinder. So the rotation is here. It's not like that. Okay, that's a compensation. So the ability to rotate here as opposed to swaying and sliding, you know. It's not so much a problem with the medicine ball, but again, if you're talking about accuracy, if every time you put the paddle in the water, you can't stabilize your trunk in that rotation, then the paddle goes in the water a different spot every time, okay? And you want to be able to boom, 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 right? Same spot every time, or as close to it as possible. So those are the power drills. 2 quick questions if anybody has them before we move on.
Each set is 10 seconds? Each?
Well,
and you do
so
2 to
the
3?
throws are reps, 5
Okay.
to 6 reps,
Okay.
okay? The lower body stuff is timed. So the hops, the box sprints, well, the box jumps would be reps. The jump rope would be seconds. The skaters and the resisted long jump are reps, okay? All the upper body stuff is reps as well. So 5 to 6 reps. Again, we're not trying to make this into conditioning. We're trying to be as fresh as we can be, and every rep is 100%. So that we really get the most benefit for our buck.